Thanks, Shoes. Can't do what I do without everybody else around me. You know that. I know I get a lot of the praise, like I always say, but a guy who's a good leader doesn't do what he does without people underneath him and who give their leader their support. I feel like I've got a lot of people's support around here, and that's why everything's been so successful, I think, in the 5 years I've been here. It's been a lot of fun. You know me, I take a lot of pride in the way I do things, how our guys play the game, go about their business on and off the field, and I give all the credit to the guys. We don't go 68-32 and rattle off 3-0 here in the playoffs so far without the players that we have. And you know me, not only do I want good players, I want good people around me, and we're able to do that again this year.
And what a tremendous way to finish it off. 13-0, Cap outstanding, and just great offense.
I tell you, Cap was ready tonight. I could tell last night on the bus he was ready for tonight. And then seeing him here when I got here today, he was focused. He was focused and ready to roll. We're on a mission. Like I said, we're on a mission, and we're going to be ready to rock. It'd be nice to, some guys that are banged up, we're going to get a couple days here to kind of catch up on some rest and relax a little bit, just get back in our groove and get ready for Tuesday night. That's the next focus, is Tuesday night. We're going to get ourselves ready and prepared for Tuesday night.
What can you say about the pitching? 30 shutout innings.
I don't even know what to say about that, Shoes. That's unheard of. And as I said on the radio, our interview before the game, I don't care where you're playing, who you're playing, what level you're playing, to go 30 innings without giving up a run, that just goes to show you how special this pitching group is, and the things that they've done all year is awful special.
And I know you had kind of a wider margin of victory the last 2 nights, but looking back, how big was that Game 1 win?
Yeah, huge. And you and I talked about that relay throw changes the whole series. And I think I told you too that second night we were going to have a little offensive explosion because, you could tell the jitters were maybe there that first night. Everybody was a little tight, and I think that maybe, we had the huge offensive numbers throughout the year, and, I think that we were maybe just going to roll in and do that again, and that didn't happen. That's a tough place to hit, Grand Prairie. We've always had a hard time, but we battled through it. Our pitching kept us in it, and then we ended up getting the 2 runs there at the end. And I knew once we got that victory, we were going to come out offensively, and look what we did the last 2 nights.
And a great atmosphere here at home tonight, and a great way to close it out.
Yeah, it was great, Shoes. I think B just told me there was 1,100 people here, but it seemed like there was a lot more. I appreciate you, fans. I appreciate you coming. I know we're always dealing with Friday night football. It's the opener on Friday night, and that's always tough, but they were into it, and that's all we can ask. And I hope the city of Wichita, I ask you to come support these guys next Friday night. We got a guaranteed home game next Friday night. It's going to be the championship round, and we ask you for your support to come out and watch us and watch the good product we put out here on the field.
Blessing. I mean, that's all I got to say. Like, our pitchers proved right there that they can dominate anybody. I mean, 30 innings without scoring a run, that's big. I mean, our offense showed up today, and hopefully we keep that rolling. That's all that matters right now. Is our pitching is on point right now. I congratulate them a lot.
And just kind of talk about the adjustments you guys made. It was a tight game, obviously, Game 1, but you guys roll it. There's an emphasis on the ground balls and the line drives. You guys do that the last 2 nights.
The big thing is, like, we've been talking as a team, is every run counts, whether it's in the 1st inning or the 8th inning. Like, you got to get the runner over, you got to score him. Situational hitting is big right now. So, I mean, it's not about homers and everything like we're used to. It's about getting the runners over, scoring runs, because every run right now is very important.
And, involved in a big play there on Wednesday night in Game 1, the big relay at third base, a huge momentum shift, and you guys end up scoring there in the top of the 12.
I got to give it to Emerson. I mean, to produce a throw like that, it makes it only easy on the infielder. Like communication, I heard Rhino and Cleveland big time, but the fact that Emerson got me the ball so quick on a perfect throw makes it easier for me to make that throw.
You guys, you had the heartbreak in Winnipeg last year. You don't always get the chance to go back to the championship, but you guys have that opportunity now.
Well, I feel more confident this year. As much as I like the team last year and stuff, but I think this team is more focused. We have I don't know what it is about us that we know we can do it. Our pitching staff is on point. Our offense knows we can do it. If we work together, I think there's no shot anybody to stop us right now.
All right, anybody home you want to say hi to?
Of course, always my family. Always my family in California, support system down there, and then of course, my super fan, he listens every night. Mason and his family, I appreciate it.
The ball change, if you get your thoughts on the big win.
Thank you. Just everything kind of was working tonight. I was getting ahead in counts and forced contact and put guys away when I had the chance. It was a pretty good night.
A great opportunity. I know you were going to be the fourth starter last year, didn't get the chance to start, so how excited are you going into tonight?
It's always more fun to pitch than to watch. As fun as it is being on this team, period, it's more fun to pitch and be a part of the success. I'm having a great time right now.
And obviously a lot of offense support there. 13 runs, and you guys relentless, just like last year. You guys never let up.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expect out of the offense. They put up numbers the way they did all year for a reason, and for them to do it in the playoffs just makes it that much easier on all of us. So they did a great job tonight.
And Smitty, I mean, you've been one of the leaders of this pitching staff this year, working to say 30 shutout against a playoff team there this series.
Yeah, it's tough to do. Anytime you have 3 back-to-back pitchers and then include a bullpen into 3 games to shut the guys out that have ability to beat you, it's something special.
You look back, I mean, the last 2 games you guys outscored them 19-0, but obviously how big was that first game, kind of grinding it out there 2-0?
It's huge. It's not only is it you look back and it's 12 innings scoreless, but it's a momentum change. They had a chance to score, we stopped it. A good relay by Jake and Amberson. That just kind of put the ball in our favor, and we just rolled with it. Kept the momentum on our side, and then it's easier to put the pieces together after a big swing like that. If it goes against us, we're in the hole game 1 and we have to come back, and we're trying to do something too much on game 2. Now we just play like ourselves and do what we've been doing all year because the momentum change went our way.
Cap's been your roommate here for the better part of the last couple of months, and he's just gotten better as the season's gone along.
Yeah, he's been fine. Beginning of the year, he was out of the bullpen, so it was a different type of attitude, different type of mentality, and now that he's came into the rotation, it's been nice to use that mentality over the course of 5, 6, 7 innings rather than just 1, kind of lengthen them out in different mentality. But yeah, to watch him evolve from just coming in, just dominating with maybe 1.5 pitches, 2 pitches, now he's trying to work on 3, and to be able to do it for, like I said, 5, 6, 7 innings is something special rather than just 1 inning.
And Cap, you were with the team last year. I know it was kind of a heartbreaking loss there against Winnipeg, but you guys are back in position to kind of rewrite history here this season.
Yeah, it feels great to be back, but there's not going to be a cakewalk versus Gary or Fargo, whoever ends up coming out of there. We got to come ready, and I expect us to be ready. We don't want to go through the same thing we did last year.
All right, Cap. Anybody you want to say hi to?
JC, I love you. Mom and Dad. Scott and Shelley Hoyt, Jane Albright, Indoor Uncle Jerry, Nona, everybody just back home. Love you guys. See you soon.
Smitty?
Yeah, Abigail, Charlotte, Lisa, Mom, Dad, everybody at home, my sisters, newly acquired little Charlie. So everybody in Utah, thank you so much for watching.
It was a great win. Cap did an outstanding job. I think that's the best I've seen him throw all year. And he came out, pounded the zone, and got ahead of a lot of hitters. And that's what you want out of a starting pitcher. And keeps your defense in it. And it showed on offense too. I think get those fast 1, 2, 3 outs, and you come in and get on a roll. And I felt like that played a big part of it.
And offensive, the last 2 games of that series, 1 through 9, everybody not trying to do too much, just taking pitches the other way.
Yeah, we're just trying to do little things, and get a guy on second, try to get him over, and do that. And a lot of times we did both. We got him over and got him in at the same time. So everybody's clicking together, everybody's on the same page, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
And 7th inning, a big slide by you to kind of break up the double play. Abby with the hustle, that leads to 4 runs for you guys there.
Right, yeah, Abby busted down the line, and I slid in there, and so I think it sort of caught him by surprise, and made a bad throw, and only got 1 out there, and we scored a couple more runs after that.
And looking back, you had kind of the wider margin of victory the last 2 nights, but how big is that game 1 win now?
Oh, that was a huge win, pitching all around, we kept grinding, and both teams did a great job, and it was one of those games that, obviously once we got the extra innings, we had to score first and hold on to it, and we did. Ambo made a great play on that ball over his head, and relayed to Jake and threw him out of third, and that was huge for us.
And I mean, it's hard enough to throw 3 shutouts in a row, but to do it in a playoff series, just unbelievable job.
Yeah, I mean, the pitching was outstanding. I mean, if they keep doing that, I mean, we're going to be all right.
All right, anybody home you want to say hi to?
Yeah, the wife, wish you were here. Mom and Dad, I love you all, and we'll be home soon.
Hoop always creates a great team for us, and the fact that we're doing what we're doing, and we spent the majority of the year in first place just like last year, and last year didn't pan out the way we wanted, but this year we're going to get after it.
What a job, the pitching staff, 30 scoreless innings there in this series.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say enough about our pitching staff. Hats off to our position players, though. I mean, we can't do what we do without them. They make plays that are unbelievable between Rhino, Jake, and our outfielders. I mean, and then you got Cole behind the plate, and he calls a great game every single time. I mean, half to 3/4 of that is what Cole does behind the plate.
You look back, you had a big scoreless inning there in game 1. I knew you had kind of a wider margin of victory the last two, but how big is that game one victory?
The game one victory was huge. I mean, we came out and we did what we did. Unfortunately, we hit a bunch of line drives to the guys in position. Didn't go our way, but we battled, and that's what our team always does. We battle, and we never stop until the end.
All right, anybody at home you want to say hi to?
Yeah, my wife, my mom, my dad, my in-laws, and my grandma and grandpa, and my aunt that are always watching.
I mean, there's nothing better than shutting out somebody for 3 games, and hats off to our pitching staff and our hitters, for coming through. And I mean, this is awesome, and I can't wait for the next series.
You talked about the pitching staff there, the starters. I mean, from Junior to Smitty and Cap, just setting the tone there all 3 nights.
Yeah, those guys are unbelievable right now, and hopefully they can keep it going through the next round, and we can celebrate again. I mean, I've been here for 3 years, and we've been waiting for this championship, and I feel like this is the team to do it, and I can't wait for the next round.
Yeah, great job in the bullpen. Game one, you guys have 6 scoreless innings, just 1 hit allowed, and a huge game one victory for you guys.
Yeah, that was a nail biter. I kept waiting for our offense to put one up and let me come in the game, and it ended up going to 12 innings. But that game pretty much set the tone for the series, and after that game, we pretty much knew, like, deep down, that we were probably going to beat these dudes, and I mean, that was great.
I know you're one of the guys back from last year. You had the heartbreak in Winnipeg last season, but you don't always get the chance to get back to the championship series, but you guys have that here.
That's why I come back to Wichita. I mean, I know that they're gonna put a team on the field that can win, and if not, they're probably gonna get some more guys in. So that's why I love Wichita, and I don't want to have that feeling that we had last year. So I have a feeling that this team is great and we can do it, and I'm just ready for this next series for sure.
I know it was 13-0 in the 9th, but nothing like trying to close out a playoff series.
Right. In my head, I treat it like it was 1-0. Like I don't think that I know it's 13-0 deep down, but the way I pitch, I act like it's 1-0. It's a save on the line. That's just the way I pitch. So luckily, I got 1, 2, 3, and we got to celebrate together. That was awesome.
All right, anyone who you want to say hi to?
I'll say hello to my mom and dad and my sister and my daughter Riley.
I mean, obviously the 0 runs for them stands out. I mean, our pitchers did an unreal job, and like I said, it's a pretty emotional game tonight. Obviously, playing for Rosie and my host dad from last year, Larry Shirk. He unfortunately passed away today, so just playing for them and playing for our teammates. I mean, like you said, it was a good series for us, especially the pitchers, and luckily the last 2 games our offense picked it up.
And you had the bigger wins the last 2, but I mean, you look back, how big was game 1?
Oh, it was unreal. I mean, you look at the relay, Ambo throwing a strike to Jake, and Jake throwing a strike to Abel at 3rd, and I think it was the 11th. I mean, those are the kind of things that are fundamental that kind of get overlooked sometimes, but that probably saved that game for us, and we kind of took it from there. That was an unreal play. We had a lot of plays defensively that game that were great. Junior, had guys on 2nd and 3rd a lot, striking guys out, so the momentum kind of swung right there, and when we got that one, we kind of knew, like, let's get it going. Offense picked up, and, we got it done.
And, 6 hits for you the last 2 nights, and I know there was an emphasis with Hoop and Hosey, for more hard ground balls and line drives. The last 2 games, you guys have done that very well.
Yeah, I mean, the first game there, I mean, Cleve hit a couple balls that might have been over the batter's eye here that didn't even get out, and so we obviously knew probably wasn't going to be a home run series. We had to kind of make an adjustment, and the team did it that second game, putting guys in motion, moving guys over. So, it's a game of adjustments. It's not always going to be, get up there and hit home runs, and we have that versatility in our lineup to where I think we're confident in doing both ways.
Now, you were here last year, the heartbreak in Winnipeg. You don't always get the chance to get a second chance there, but you guys go back to the championship series.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when we came into the year, this was the goal, and it's kind of cool just to see it come together like this. Obviously a new group of guys, but we got some core guys left, and this was our goal to get back to that championship series. So now we'll just wait to see who we play and try to take this momentum into that series.
All right, your outlook for Utah football this season?
Oh, probably win the Pac-12 South. I mean, Utes are looking good. We had a tough injury the first week, but, they're looking good. Always a Ute, get it going this year, beat Weber State this weekend, and we're going to surprise some people in the Pac-12, I'll tell you.
And outlook for fantasy football Wingnuts this year?
I mean, I feel bad because all these guys think that they have a chance early in the year. Haven't renamed my team yet to the champ, but, you know, I kind of always go under the radar first part of the year, but then I turn it on. So it's fun to watch everybody else think that they have a chance at the start of the year, and then, but it's cool. We'll watch the games on Sunday. Obviously won't have a game, so it'll be fun to be around the guys and everybody kind of talking smack.
All right, anybody home you want to say hi to?
Just my mom and dad. Obviously they've been watching, and Jess, future wife. I think it's like 2 weeks right now, getting married on the 21st, so can't wait to get home and get it done. Hopefully 3 wins and we'll be home.